we're getting ready to start the U-19's game. Liberty versus Eastside. Second matchup this season. This is a final in-season game. Next week we'll be playing.
Kickoff doesn't go 10 yards, so it's going to be a scrum on the middle of the field. Liberty ball. Eating these, what we call pigs ears in South Africa, they're delicious. So if you hear me munching food on the microphone, I apologize. First scrum of the game, Liberty ball. Number 9 on Liberty, about to put in. Potato scrum, ball comes straight out, down to the flower, back. It's a short kick. Recovered, and it's a slip. But a good recovery there, all the way through some tackles, and it's going to be Liberty ball right on the 40-yard line. I think you can take it like that. Big brain, Liberty at the ball. Down to number 10, inside centre has it. Tackle ferociously. It turns into a ruck. Once the ball gets the balls quickly out. Number 5 making a break. Oh, bit of skill there, passing a ball between his legs. A break by Liberty here. They started this game with all Pistons going. Good defense by the Eastside line, so the ball comes right out, goes wide to their winger. Good doubling back, outside centre has the ball, number 13. Eastside line's a good scrambling defense shot, right in the try line. Hard pressed by the number 8, but the line's managed to stop it. The ball is recycled back. I think this is about the 4th phase of possession that we've got. 5-4-12. Penalty to the, and it's quickly taken, goes wide to the inside centre. Excellent defense right at the end, but it's a try.
He puts it up hard and fast. Attention.
5 points to Liberty. Conversion attempt by the number 10. Just getting a tee out to the field, it makes the ball a lot easier to kick. And another 2 points. Successful conversion.
Liberty has it at 7-0 at the moment. Minutes in there.
Seems like Liberty have come with all Pistons going here. Good kick-off by the Eastside lines. Knock on by Liberty. It's going to be Eastside line 4. Should everyone just move off the line so that the players don't run into anyone? It's the yellow line that is the important one there. Jack Cannon is the scrum off for the Eastside lines, about to put the ball in. by the Eastside line, but the ball is snagged by Liberty. The tight end, ball goes out, open play. Team not to go backwards. Short stab is good. Lions are attacking. Liberty pressure here on their own try line, almost. Actually recovered the ball to 10 meters back, so it's a knock on by the Lions, and it's going to be Liberty ball. Referee is playing advantage. In rugby you can play advantage, and the referee will deem what is acceptable. Generally for a small offence like a knock on, you only get the advantage over a certain number of seconds. If it's a bigger offence, for example a high tackle or offsides, the ref can actually deem advantage to continue for about 30 seconds or more. Liberty ball. Storms quick to get the ball out to the number 10. Right 16. And it goes to Alfonso Cornu, waiting for the ball, takes it on the bounce, runs down the try line. In. Tackled, the ball goes forward. The ref plays advantage and then forward again. So now they'll go back for the first offence, which will be a knock on by the Lions. Again, very strong scrum by the Lions, but Liberty still managed to get the ball out. Goes to the fly, gives a high, it's called an up and under. Paradise kicks, the ball goes backwards, it's deemed by the referee. Alfonso Cornu has it, and it's a good line break down the side. He manages to evade 2 tackles, 3 tackles. Then she's brought down. So the Lions are recovering on the left rack. And once again, it's a break from the base of the scrum, a surprise break. Lions are regrouping. And penalty to the Lions, probably hands in the ruck at this stage. Liberty has to retreat 10 meters.
Ball
is won by Liberty and it goes back. There it goes back to Brandon Peterson. He gets the ball out. Strong player. Yes, the ref called it right. Like it was a forward pass. You'll notice when the ref pushes his arms to the front, that indicates a forward pass. I saw it, I didn't want to call it to influence play, you know. A wheeling scrum. Ref's going to reset the scrum, they've got to get up. As I mentioned before, this is an important safety issue here. Referees are told to make sure that safety comes first, and only then they watch whether the ball is actually placed in straight or not. So it's still going to be Eastside Lions ball. Bounce scrum, it's a blindside move by the 8th man, back to the number 14. Excellent ball there. Eastside lines got to maintain forward momentum as soon as it stops. Unfortunately, Eastside lines has lost forward momentum and it becomes Liberty's ball. Austin Chapman it was who took the ball in. Malcolm Walton going to put the ball in for Liberty. Scrum is set, the ball goes in. Once again, it's a very hard push by the Eastside lines. And it's a penalty to Liberty to take the ball quickly. Goes out to their number 10.
Oh yeah, Michael.
Makes a break. Excellent sidestepping by the number 10, but picked up well by Liberty. Penalty to Liberty. Correction, penalty to these sidelines. From here, I'm not really aware what the penalty was, but it looks like it was a high tackle on the player who caught the ball. Peterson kicks the ball straight out. It's going to be a Eastside line throwing right at the 10-yard line. Rugby. Elliot Armitage throws the ball in deep, goes in deep, it's recovered. Good rucking. Penalty to the Eastside lines. Ball taken quickly. Braden has the ball, it goes out. Trying to take the ball. The ruck. Heck of a mess there. Once again, penalty to the Eastside lines. The ball's taken quickly. Jack Connor takes the ball, passes it way out. Goes up, they lose the ball in the tackle. Excellent scrambling defense by Liberty. Again, the ball goes wide. It's a little kick, little grubber kick. Hard to pick up, hard to defend against. And Liberty lose the ball. Eastside lines deliver the ball and it's a knock-on. Advantage to Eastside lines. Those grubber kicks are hard to pick up, especially when they come bounding at you and you see a guy who weighs about 200 pounds barreling down on you. The last thing you want to do is pick up a ball and want to pass it to somebody else. Jack Cannon and Scrum will put the ball in for the lines. Once again, a strong line scrum, but Liberty come on with the ball. But
Dude, there's no penalty on that? Come on. Went after his head. You saw it.
Liberty get the ball back, and it should be a clearance kick. And it's a deep clearance kick. Goes all the way. Excellent kick. Line towards the line. Excellent kick out. I think Liberty have gained, must be over 50 meters with that kick. Throws the ball in, it's a really uncontested line, excellent run. Ian McDonald makes an excellent run there, the ball goes back, Eastside lines are regrouping. Hard run, but good tackling by Liberty. Not really making much advantage over the advantage line, but yeah, we see at least 5 yards over the advantage line. Excellent run, not forward. put bang on. Good counter play by the Eastside Lions. Not releasing the ball in the tackle, and it's going to be a Liberty penalty. And Liberty throwing right close to the 22-meter line in rugby, let's say. Fairly soon I'm going to start giving the players weight in stone, and nobody will know what I'm talking about. Probably don't know what I'm talking about anyway. It's a deep throw in, excellent play by Liberty. In number 1. Free kick, quick play. Mark Navarro's got the ball, and he passes to Junior. They're playing the ball on the ground. When the ref does that signal, that means they're playing the ball on the ground, so it's going to be a penalty to Liberty. Liberty opt to go for the kick. Kick the ball, it's going to be a Liberty line out, right close to the Lions try line. On the try line, Liberty knock the ball forward. It's going to be a line scrum right there on the 5-yard line. Jack Cannon to put the ball in for the Eastside Lions. How's your father at scrum time over there, it seems. The rest just having a word with the players, telling them no one wants the scrum to be set.
I can do it!
And it's a penalty to the Eastside Lions. Make sure of his kick. Goes to probably about the 22-meter line, 22 yards. East sideline's good.
Hey, Mina.
Hi! Oh, I just wanted to
That's all right.
Throw to the back of the line out, straight forward. Good run there by Ian McDonald. Fighting for the ball, still holding on to the ball. There's a lot of support for Ian McDonald. Jack Cannon gets in, passes the ball back. It's a quick pass, a good line break through a number of tackles. Hard work there. Liberty are fighting for the ball. Excellent wrecking by Liberty to win that ball over. It goes back, 2-3 tackles, back out to the line. Number 13 happens to be Matt Maggott is brought down. But they're coming back for the penalty for offside play by the Eastside Lions. It's going to be a penalty to Liberty. Severe injury on the field. And the ref has stopped the clock.
And Liberty's scrum half Malcolm is down. Here's a break. Let's see what happens. All right.
Number 9, critical player.
Malcolm came back.
He's like a quarterback in football. He makes all the decisions about where the ball's going to go. But they're coming back for the penalty, and we start the clock again. Michael Thompson does a very excellent deep kick right down to the 20-yard lines, 20-yard line of the lines. Liberty for throwing. Jake Primsberg is getting ready. Just give some instruction to the players about the number of players allowed in the lineup. Jake Primberg is ready to throw in. Ball has to go 5 yards. High jump right at the back. Straight ball to Walton. Gets the ball out to number 10 and it's excellent run, break time. Fantastic interception there by the Eastside lines. That's number 5, Tyler Palmer. And the Eastside lines are going on the blind side there. Very excellent, hard run.
Ooh. Yeah, answer, just like that.
Some quick thinking there by the crowd. But the ball goes back to the number 14, Christian Chris. Makes a run, and I'm guessing that that's going to be an offside. Penalty to the Eastside lines. Iron Fernanda deep. Just goes out. He's sitting on the just past the 10-meter line of Liberty. Once again, a deep throw back to Ian McDonald and makes a good run for it. Ball goes back, quickly back. Cannon, very good break there by Brandon Peterson, and he makes it all the way. Excellent.
That's all right.
Try by the Eastside lines.
It's their first cue on the point.
Got it. Yeah. You know. This is the way to go. Okay.
Okay, I'll be corrected, Janet. Braden Peterson, thank you very much. The view from here is not that good, so I can't see the names.
Oh, and the kicker's no good.
Thank you.
So Liberty's still ahead, 7-5.
Arthur Thompson kicked off. On the bounce and it goes out. It's going to be an Eastside lines throw in. Eastside lines throw in. It's a high jump. Contested by Liberty. Bit of scraggling for the ball, but it's a knock on. Forward knock on by Liberty, so it's going to be a Lions ball. Right now, 30-yard line. under. Next by number 14, Christian Chris. It's going to be an offside call against Liberty. Penalty to the Eastside line. He's not allowed to be in front of the ball. That's generally the offside call.
There was 5 games. A, you got and B,
Good rolling ball by the Eastside Lions. Jeff Kelly gets the ball out. Goes out, but good turn with the by Liberty. The ref is playing advantage. As the ball goes wide for the Eastside Lions. Advantage is open. Penalty to the Eastside Lions. Jeff Kelly takes the ball, makes the break. Then they don't knock the ball on. Fortunately, it's going to be a penalty. Just repeated the rugby distance. Throw in for the Eastside line. Right, goes to the far line. Once again, a very well protected lineup by Liberty. Eastside line has got the ball. They might be with the Scrum pulling the ball. Liberty can hold them up and be good. Eastside lines are moving forward, right towards the try line. The ref cannot tell whether it's held, but it seems like it's going to be a 5-yard scrum to the Eastside line. So the ref is saying that the ball was held up over the try line. It's going to be a 5-yard scrum to the Eastside line. You have to put the ball down. The opposing team can hold the ball up from the try line. It doesn't count on the ground, and you get a 5-yard scrum. And once again, an excellent scrum by the Eastside line. Jack Kenny gets the ball out, almost knocked on.
Get it back. Yes! Yes, Michael! Come on, guys!
And it's stopped by Liberty. An excellent break here by Olive Wood. Olive Wood. The ball is going back. They're recycling this ball. Excellent. Junior Orlando has the ball, kicks the ball out, goes down. Lions are scrambling in defense. A deep throw once again, an excellent take.
Oh, sleepy.
Excellent take by Braden. Makes a good line.
Oh, cheap shot. Come on, man.
Excellent play. The Lions retain the ball. Goes out, but the Liberty defense is tenacious. Tenacious defense by Liberty and an excellent counter-acting to recover the ball. It's a turnover by Liberty. Knocked forward by the Lions. Liberty ball. Excellent defense by Liberty.
Yeah! Come on, Liberty! Come on, Liberty! Get out of my team. let it rest.
Rugby scrum once again under pressure, but they get the ball out. Ball goes back down to excellent line break, two tackles. This guy's difficult to tackle. It's a good long pass. Outside. Excellent tackle by Liberty. Excellent counter play by the Lions. Ball is recycled back by Liberty. It's a dummy run, but they don't quite get the ball quick enough. Good racking by Liberty. It's a good pair of play for Liberty, but the Lions are in defense. They're backing up. And I don't believe he's got the ball. Jack Sims has the ball now. He's still got the ball. He's still got the ball. It's two tackles. Four tackles. I think he went through Jack Sims. Gets the ball back. And there's Jack Curlock passes the ball to his back line. Number 13, Matt Nagard. Got the ball. Goes right up to the wide. Excellent play by Liberty, but they tackle. Ball is cleanly stolen by the Lions. And the turnover ball for the Lions. They have to get there quick if they want to recover this ball. Good run around the outside.
Like 5 yards.
And it's a penalty against the Eastside line playing the ball on the ground. Fuga made the big hit there. Eastside line's going back now. Liberty are opting for a throw-in right close to the Eastside line's try line. Rugby, it's always good to get some points on the board just before the half-time whistle blows. There you go. Liberty seem to have this throwing down pat. Ball goes out. Goes right down the line. And then back to the wing. We've got number 14 there, Christian Chris. Makes a couple of inside steps, but he's snagged in the end. And now it goes to Holland.
Ooh, penalty right there. Come on.
But that's going to be deemed a dangerous tackle by the ref. And they take the ball quickly.
Nope, he's calling
But
penalty.
the ref is calling them back for the penalty. Sometimes when they take the ball quickly, they don't take the penalty kick from the correct spot and they have to go back.
Yeah.
So the ref is going to have a word with one of the players about the tackle.
He was running.
Breakdancing on his head.
And it's a red card.
Red card, because they all know better.
This is extremely bad news for the Lions to get a red card. This means that they're going to have to play the remainder of the game with 14 players on the field. But that player cannot come back on and there's no substitution allowed. It's a tremendous blow for the Lions. Not only that, but they're facing a penalty right here. Malcolm Walton has the ball. This is where the Lions have to be the most tenacious on defense. Ball goes wide, good tackling by the Lions. Excellent play by Liberty, they're putting all their effort into it. They've got their runners coming hard onto the ball. Once again, they're coming right. Let's hope they don't get white line fever. That's a case where you just hold on the ball no matter what. And it's still almost an interception there by the Lions player, but that'll be deemed a knock-on. Liberty ball. Down at about the 15-yard line. And that's a half.
It's a half. Liberty is up 5 or 7 to 5 at the half.
I like to do a lot of running around. One way. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the second half?
What's its prognosis? I did read that on the Facebook group where they don't have to leave us. It just hurts.
I don't know. I don't know.
And Steve King covered there by Jack Nickel.
On a tow truck.
Yeah.
Go down and
I know that
line
bus.
ball that comes down from that deep.
Yes, I know.
And he's tackled.
Nice tackle.
12 there.
Get on him. Get on him.
Tackled hard. Ball goes wide.
Oh,
Scrambling play right in the the try
is it?
line.
Yeah, it's on it.
The ref blows up. Looks like it's going to be a knock on to the sideline.
Keep it calm, boys.
Well, they would love for us to lose a player too. So.
Jack Cannon puts the ball in from the first one on the sidelines. Ball comes out, goes to Braden. Peterson kicks the ball. Goes deep, make sure it's deep. Good follow up by the sidelines. Excellent running by Christian Chris. Showing an ability to really step around. Yeah, Baba Kruger has the ball. Brought down by the
Harlan
sideline.
Pryor with that run, by the way.
Ball goes wide, they're playing on the blind side. Ball is stolen by the east side lines. Excellent move by Braden Peterson.
Nice tackle.
I have a strike there by Junior. I apologize for my pronunciation of that minute. Just gotta wait to see what the score is. It's going to be a scrum to the east side lines. Feels to be an injury. Is McDonald receiving some attention on lines? Make sure he's kicked. Line up to the sidelines. Very deep, it's well caught. Jack takes a couple of seconds. Jack Cannon takes a couple of seconds. It would have been a pass to interception, so he was wise to hold on to that ball. And it's a maul. The east side lines are moving forward in this maul. But Liberty are doing well to hold it up. If they can stop the forward momentum, it'll be their ball. Cannon gets in there for the ball. Ball goes out. Right out to Cody Colson. And now rackets formed. East side lines, good driving by the east side lines. Jack Cannon passes the ball and goes out. Braden, excellent run there. Excellent run by Braden Peterson. And he scrags Liberty. Have the ball quickly. It goes from the number 9, Malcolm Walton. Goes a deep kick. Excellent deep kick. And Liberty and East side lines have to scramble back to take the ball on the bounce, but Liberty are right there. Good play, but not held in the tackle. Eastside lines are scrambling back in defence now. Fair play, says the ref. And it's a penalty to Liberty. Obstruction. When the ref moves his arms across, that means obstruction. So one of the players ran in front of the other players, and it prevents you from actually seeing where the ball is going. So obstruction in the NFL is allowed really, but yeah, it's not. Now, what are Liberty going to do? Are they going to kick? Are they going to kick for posts, or are they going to kick for a throwing? Obstruction, once again the ref says, and they're going to kick for a throw. Move, it's going to be a 5 meter throw in to Liberty. this is where it's really killing on the defense when you've got 14 players and you've got 15 players coming down on you. It's very hard to defend against this kind of play. And Liberty have been very successful in their lineouts. As Liberty are doing the throwing, they set the number of players that they can have in the lineouts. If there are more players on the line side, then the lines will be penalized. Liberty throw, it goes exactly where the direction. It's the Eastside Lions ball, they win it against the head. Excellent kick by Peterson. Goes deep and out. Excellent, excellent play. The Lions can breathe a sigh of relief now as they go back over 40 meters upfield.
Do it again, Lions! Do it again!
Come on, Liberty!
Thrown by Liberty. The raise goes to number 2, but the Lions contest the ball once again. And it's won by Liberty though. Get the ball out quickly, but it's out.
Go, Bubba.
So that's Liberty leading by 12 points to 5. I believe it was Bubba Fugo who's the try scorer.
Good job, Bubba!
Yeah, Bubba!
And the conversion attempt is successful, adding another 2 points for Liberty.
14 to 5.
We've got almost half an hour left of this game. It's going to be a long, hard-fought battle.
Can we put the umbrella?
No, it's not. I didn't need that. No, I've done it. We've done it before. I need that. That's coming. No, that's all right. Yeah,
It would make that darker.
doesn't matter. The reflection
Eastside
here
Lions
is
in
in
Rugby, or the inspiration of playing rugby down in the half of Liberty. Rick is taking orders for food now. You see he's got his piece of paper. I'll have 2 pizzas. Make that a hot dog as well. Thank you. Plays paused. Ian McDonald is down, goes down, getting a bit of attention. They might have some of the magic spray or the moving of the leg seems to do.